Is the Z06 really worth the premium over the Stingray? Let's see. I did borrow this Stingray from Jerry Seiner Chevrolet here in Salt Lake City. It is available for sale, and be sure to call Larry or even Ryan to see what kind of price they can give you on this car. Most of you guys know by now this is my Z06, and that's kind of why I'm doing this video, because I actually did look at Stingrays too. Let's go ahead and jump back on the front end. Let's have an honest conversation. From this far away, can you really see a big difference between these two cars? Now that I own a Z06, I can actually see a big difference, but my point is, for some people, can you see a big difference on the front ends? Now, the one thing that probably sticks out is you can see that the air intake on that front bumper is a lot bigger compared to the Stingray, right? That's the first thing I noticed about the Z06. So yes, the Z06 does take in more air. You can also see too the intake, like kind of like in the center right there. Those are larger too to get air to those brakes as well. But as far as the front ends go, they're not much different. The bumpers are the only major difference. Now, you cannot get this type of aero kit on the Stingray from the factory, although there are some aftermarket companies out there that are giving you the replica bumpers like on the Z06. But as far as those cameras go, headlights, badging, nothing really changes on the front end of these cars. They both have the frunk, and they both have the power or the pull close function too. So even that's not going to really change. But yes, the styling up front is more aggressive with the Z06 for sure. But as you move over to the side of the car, this is kind of where it comes to a head for the Z06. Now, obviously, most people know now, if you are looking at a Z06, this car is wider. So you can tell right here, this line that kind of comes up into the fender, it's a little bit more wider on this car compared to this one. You see the line here? See how it kind of tapers off? So this car does not have that wide body that you see on the Z06. Therefore, you are going to have larger wheels and tires. So up front on the Z06, this car does have a 275 wide tire. It's a 30/20 compared to a 245 35/19. Also, you guys see those brakes there? The brakes on the Z06 are bigger. So right out of the gate, you have larger brakes. You guys see the rotors, larger rotors. And those look to be two-piece rotors too. So this is where you're going to start to really see the money add up on this car. So you have a 20-inch wheel versus a 19-inch wheel. So tires are the same, because I didn't get the Z07 package on my car. I should have, but being cheap, that's what happens. But you have the option to get the black lug nuts on both cars. And yes, you just have bigger brakes compared to the Stingray. Up next, side skirts. Side skirts are an option even with the Z51 package. Now, one thing I'll tell you is this: they do have an optional side skirt that is supposed to help with rock chips, and that might not be a bad idea for this car. But when you see the air intakes here on the side, look at how much larger you have on the Z06. And even the styling of it is, in my opinion, so much better. It's like a wishbone styling compared to what you get on the Stingray. This is probably why I did not get a Stingray, because I didn't really like the overall design of this for myself. Now, I will say, if they were to paint this one, I don't think it would bother me as much. So maybe I would wrap that white and maybe it wouldn't bother me as much. But as far as the fuel tank goes, they both have 18.5 gallon fuel tanks. And you guys see, the further you go back, you can probably see just from here how much wider that Z06 is. So you have that wide body stance, front and rear. And let's go ahead and take a look at the tires. So back here, you have a 345 25 21-inch wheel compared to 305 30 20. Now these are 12 inches wide. I believe up front those were at 9.6 inches wide. I'll have to tell you what mine is because I didn't get that information and I don't feel like looking at my phone right now. But they do give you a Z06 badge on the side right there. None on this side. However, they do give you a Stingray badge. And on Z06 they give you Corvette badge. Now as far as the glass goes, the camera, the roof, nothing's gonna really change on either car. So that's all gonna be pretty much a carryover. And then out back, they both have the availability to get high wings. And if you want a carbon fiber one, they do have that available. It's really expensive though. It's like $3,200, $3,300. Taillights are the same, but you guys notice the exhaust system is different. That was a game changer too for the Z06. Although, hey, the quad tips on the Stingray look great too. The diffusers are pretty similar, I would say. And you can really see how girthy the tires are. Look at it on the Stingray and Z06. This is where I think getting a Z06 makes sense. I love this LT2. This engine sounds amazing. Has 495 horsepower, 470 pound-feet of torque when you consider the Z51 package. Has the 8-speed dual clutch Tremec transmission. I think the gearing is different between the two cars, you know, when it comes down to the trans. Now on this side, yeah, this is why I bought a Z06. Like, I didn't buy it, well, I did buy it for the wide body too, I will admit. The wide body and the flat plane crank you get in this engine. So you have more horsepower, more torque, and then you have that amazing sound. Has a Tremec 8-speed transmission too. It might be slightly different though, I would say. I mean, I'm not really sure. I'll be honest, I don't know if they've made any internal differences, but the gearing is different on that transmission. Like final drive, I believe, is different. But yes, the flat plane crank that you get, the high rev, it's just a game changer on this car. It's a no-brainer for me. Now mine does have the lights right there. Now let me just show you guys without them, because I haven't really looked, but you see, you can probably add those aftermarket for sure. Looks like an entire trim piece goes there, and you guys see how it plugs in? Yeah, it plugs in right there, so that could be an aftermarket upgrade, but it's probably gonna cost more money unless you get them aftermarket for sure. But 670 horsepower, 460 pound-feet of torque. And as I said, it has the flat plane crank, has titanium intake valves, sodium fill exhaust valves. It's just a great engine. And yeah, let's go ahead and hear the sound now. Starting with the Stingray. Oh yeah, that sounds good. That sounds real good. Let's go ahead and give it a couple revs. And Z06. I know some of the peers are going to complain about this sound, but that's the main reason why I bought this car. It really is. The high revving flat plane crank is just out of this world. Now as far as the interior goes, we're not going to spend any time here, because the only major difference that I see is that you can't get that carbon fiber steering wheel. Apart from that, they both come standard with the GT2 seats. I did mess that up in one of my videos. I was saying GT2, but I was meaning to say competition. I just, you know, I get tongue-tied sometimes, but people, they will crucify you online for sure, but it doesn't matter. But you guys see here, you have the carbon fiber there. You also have it on the steering wheel. Both of them have the stealth package on there. Now, do you get the suede on a 3LT? I don't have a 3LT Stingray here, but do you get the suede that you see on this car? That might be a good question in the comment section. If you can answer that for me, I will pin your comment too. But yeah, both have the option to get these seats. These are the competition seats, and this is pretty much what you get standard for both cars, for the most part. I know that this might have a lower grade leather, and that's probably the only difference between 3LT and 2LT. And I'm pretty sure maybe the 2LT does have the suede. But yeah, if someone can chime in on the comment section, just let me know. 8-inch screen right there. But yeah, overall, I think both of these cars have great advantages. Now, let's see, are the numbers different on the door? This is a 2LT, and I don't think that would change, but this has a 4,078 pound gross vehicle weight rating. You guys see the axle ratings there, and 4,223 pound GVWR. So this car's heavier because they have the same yellow sticker rating at 423 pounds. So this car is 3,800 pounds on the curb. That Stingray is 3,655 pounds on the curb, which means the Z06 is 145 pounds heavier, and that's because of the bigger wheels and tires, wide body, and aero kit. This one has the aero kit. But yes, I think that when it comes down to it, yes, the Z06 is probably everyone's choice because it is the faster car, has more horsepower, it's a little bit more aggressive styling. But the Stingray, I have to admit, sounds amazing, has that exotic car look, and you can get these cars with a big discount because you have $3,000 currently right now. And this month right now you have a Costco discount. They probably are going to continue that on throughout the year, but we don't know until they announce it. But let me know you guys' thoughts. Is the Z06 too far away from what a Corvette should be? I mean, most people say that this is too, but having a flat plane crank, that does affect some buyers. Some people want that American muscle sound, and that car gives it to you on the side, and it's significantly cheaper. And as you guys see, you get a lot of the same features on the interior. I mean, I didn't even show it to you because you pretty much have the same stuff. So it's not a big change going to the Z06. The only thing you get is just a more aggressive styled car, and of course, in my opinion, the best sounding car that GM has ever made. But let me know your thoughts in the comment section. See you guys soon.